Damn, Daniel. What's up? I'm Derek. I sing in a band called State Champs.
This is your guys' first co-headline tour in the US, even though you've been on this world tour now for quite some time. And that can be kind of daunting, you know, only doing support tours and like seeing what the turnout is like. But this entire tour is almost sold out. So what is that like? Like, how does that make you guys feel?
It's crazy. It's like it's a really accomplishing feeling for us, and a big sense of pride, you know, because we've done so many of those support tours, like you said. It's been a lot of like building up to this point to say, okay, now we've done all that. We feel like we've built up to this point where now we can go and do our tour, our own show, where to see if those people have you know latched onto it us enough and done enough studying to come see our show, where it's only us headlining it. But of course, we have support bands and whatnot. But I feel like with the lineup that we put together for this tour, and with how much building and especially like networking we've been doing online and things like that, like it's really paid off, especially now knowing that with all the amazing shows we've been having this tour. It's just it's a big weight off our shoulders, you know. And now we're just riding the wave. It's been a great tour. It's been way more better than we could have expected. So,
And what's it like to play longer songs? Like, have you guys physically acclimated to?
Oh, it was exhausting at first. I couldn't even make it. I was like huffing and puffing halfway through because we're used to the 30, 40-minute set.
Right.
So we'd get 25 minutes in and I'd be like, oh man, we got to be almost done. And then we got like 10 more songs to play. So, like, god damn. But now I feel like I've built up the stamina. My voice is feeling good. Everybody, and I feel like we're getting good exercise out of it since we got to play a whole hour long. So it's nice. It's good for them.
I've met you guys at various points over the last year, and you're all like just. You seem really cool, very low-key, down-to-earth, like you always try really hard to meet all your fans. And is there any band that you guys have kind of modeled yourself after to make sure you're like accessible?
There's definitely bands that like we've opened for in the past and have gotten to hang out with and kind of studied how they work and how they interact with their fans and stuff. And say, wow, you know, they're doing it right. And like we build off. I'd say we take a little bits and pieces from different bands that we get to meet and see how they do it. A big one that we've noticed, though, when we did the tour with All Time Low last year, and you know, we kind of like peek in on their meet and greets and how they do it, and you know, we learned a lot about how their team works and behind the scenes of everything that goes into putting the show together, and have been like, wow, you know, they've had it together. With how long they've been doing it, you would expect that. But then also just the way that they keep themselves together and how nice they are and helping towards us, and like you know, they've really they wanted to help us right from the start. They were super welcoming on the tour right when we got there from day one. They wanted to hang out, ask us questions even, and like make us feel really at home on their tour. So that's what we like to do now too, is especially with like opening bands on our tours, like be super welcoming, have them right in, and you know, be friends. There's no like nobody's too cool or anything, and especially when it comes to interacting with the fans too, like just be normal and hang out. We're very normal people. We don't have any like crazy egos. We're not too cool for anybody, so we'll get right in there and just hang out. That's very important to us. It's showing now, which is very cool.
This year you guys are playing Road to Warped Tour in Alaska, which has to be like a bucket list thing, because I imagine it's so expensive to get gear to play in Alaska.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm very stoked to go to Alaska. I never thought I'd ever be able to say I'll be there, and I still don't know anything about Alaska, so who knows? Like I don't even know, but it'll be very cool. I've heard we've got a lot of fans out there actually, so I'm stoked to go see them all and play for them finally.
You guys said back in January that you were working on a new music video, or like it was in the works.
Yeah.
And you've done ones for Secrets and All You Are Is History, and since Losing Myself was the other track that you released before the album dropped, is that what the new video is going to be for?
We're still kind of debating. I think we want to do multiple ones. Like,
Okay.
well, I still want to do more videos for the new album. So, Losing Myself, I do want to do a video for, and I think we will. And we're brainstorming ideas for it right now. We're thinking like big budget, like big, nice, like cool video,
Okay.
like MTV style and everything.
Like not just live performance,
Not just
like
live
something
footage,
with a
no,
plot.
There's gonna be like a really cool like story / just like you know filmed really well and like bigger budgeting, like a lot better like sets and things like that. So I think that would be a really cool thing to do. And then I want to do another one for like a different style song. Maybe for like Around the World and Back, the acoustic song. Maybe for All or Nothing, which is another one that I want to do another video for, which is like the ballady, slower song, but it's really powerful. So I think it would be good to do a video for that one too. So we're definitely going to try to do more before the album cycle's over.
Now that you guys have been a band for about 5 years, although current lineup just for the past 2, are any of you guys sort of I mean, obviously state champs is like your number one thing, but I know Ryan does Speak Low. Are any of you guys like kind of working with other people, working on any like passion projects or anything like that?
You know, it's kind of important to have side things like that and kind of like branch out. Obviously, everyone's still fully committed to state champs, and that will be priority until things slow down, and that's not happening anytime soon. So, yeah, Ryan does his thing. I myself have been starting to do a lot of producing work. Like I've been getting in the studio with bands and just kind of like playing quarterback and helping them out with their songs, restructuring songs, and just kind of I love being part of the studio process, being in the studio, and setting a vibe for bands, and being there as like a support system. And be like, let's try this, let's get in there, let's have fun, and just make it like a better process for bands that are maybe doing their first albums or like need help in the process. So that's something that I can see myself doing a lot more when I have the time to. We're just so busy with touring that there's not as much time as I would like to, but that's not a bad problem to have.
Yeah.
So once things start slowing down, everybody's got kind of things on the back of their minds of what they want to do when things start to slow down, and that's important too. So that's where that's at.
Recently, the dudes in Simple Plan did a Q&A and were asked who they wanted to tour with, and they said state champs.
I saw that,
which is crazy.
Yeah, that was so cool.
So what is that even kind of like to have bands that I'm sure you grew up listening to them want to take you out or co-headline with you guys?
Yeah, right. Isn't that crazy? I used to love
same.
My alarm clock. I used to have a little CD player alarm clock. I'd have their CD, and it would like my alarm would go off at 7 a.m. and it would. I woke up, it was 7. Waited till 11. That's like, and I think I was in 6th grade at the time or something like that. So it's so wild to see that. And I just listened to their new album they just put out, and that sounds really good too. So I would love. I've never met those guys. They seem really cool. Who knows? Maybe you'll see a state champ Simple Plan tour in the future.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Who is the most famous person you have in your phone that you could call up and it wouldn't be weird?
I guess everyone's expecting me to say Michael Clifford, 5 Seconds of Summer.
Okay.
Tyler Posey, who's the Teen Wolf on MTV. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Jeffree Star. I don't know. I'm trying to think who else is like famous. I don't know anybody like famous celebrities. I guess I could call like Joel Madden from Good Charlotte, and that would be weird. I have his number. Yeah, that's a solid little roster, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know too many other popular people.
Expanding on Tyler Posey, who's like the biggest pop punk fan of life, came out and sang Elevated with you guys last night not the first time.
Yep.
So how did you guys become buds?
Basically, it was kind of just like flirtations on Twitter and the internet and things like that. And I didn't even know who he was until he posted a video of playing acoustic guitar. He covered one of our songs online on his YouTube channel. We were like, who the heck is this guy? And we found out he was like super famous and like this MTV star, and everybody loves him. And now he's even gotten more popular from his success with the show and just like a lot more things that he's doing. And he's just a little heartthrob, cute little guy. He's amazing, and that's become a tradition now that he's such a good friend of ours that he'll always come out to our shows on the West Coast, and I drag him out on stage every time. But he loves it. He loves doing it. He loves like music. He's just super passionate about the things. He's super like spontaneous and outgoing. Always wants to talk, and like he's always very psyched and positive about everything. And I think that's where we get along too, is on the same kind of way. So he's a great guy. He's such an awesome.
Is there anything you want to say to your fans?
We love you guys so much. It's just really cool to see everybody coming back and supporting us every time we come to a city, and we will only be back for more, so please come see us again. What's up, everybody? This is Derek from a band called State Champs. You are watching NeverSometimesTV.
Sometimes I can't help but say we're making history.